I'm Daniel, and I'm here to talk about a very serious problem here in Brazil. Brazil is the 11th unsafe country in the world, and Brazilians are the ones that feel unsafe while walking the street, especially during the night. These are data from OECD. In every 7 minutes, there's a complaint of violence against women here in Brazil. And also, in Brazil, Brazil is the 50th country of homicide in women, OMS data. The second problem, that's the first problem. The second one is that 47% of Brazilian population get around the cities by bus or public transportation in general, or on foot. 75% of these people live more than 1 kilometer far from a public transportation station. So what are the consequences of that? First, women feel vulnerable while walking the streets. They stop doing things they enjoy just because they feel unsafe. And this feeling of fear impacts on their freedom and quality of life. So the need that comes from that is that female pedestrians need to feel safe while walking the streets. So imagine that you are in a place that you don't know, and you want to go from a point A to a point B. What if you could know a safer route between where you are and where you go to? Imagine another situation. You are in a place, a dark place, empty place, alone, and you are in front of an emergent situation, and you want to know someone about that. What if you could ask for help without anyone noticing it? Especially though someone that could do something for you, bad thing especially. The third situation, imagine that your daughter or your wife is waiting for the bus in that bus stop, alone, during the night. What if she could have someone trustworthy beside her in this moment?
But Daniel, what if you can have all these solutions in only one app? So hi everyone, I'm Marina, and I'm here to introduce you City Angel, an app that will empower women to walk freely while in the street. So the City Angel has 3 main solutions that I would like to introduce you. First is the safe route. The safe route is when you want to go from one point to another by walk, and you don't know which is the best streets to go, which are the streets that you will find more people, which are the streets that have more lights. What is the safer route for you? The second solution is the Angel Network. It is a network exclusively for women. So we will be able to find each other depending on the way that we are going, and walk together or even stay together, for example, in a bus stop. And then there is the third solution, which is the panic button. So you can pre-establish contact with people of your confidence, for example, your mom, your dad, your boyfriend, and if something happened to you, you'll be able to push this button and they will know that something is going on with you, and they will have the access of your geolocalization.
Well, my name is Eduardo. I will present you the business architecture. So basically, as Marina showed you, we have our main product that is this app. So this is a platform. Basically, we are providing the user a better experience while walking the streets. But, of course, how we're going to do that? We will feed these mobile app with lots of smart cities data, criminal data, lightning, urban traffic, private data, and all the data that could feed our intelligent algorithms that will define safe routes, safe places, criminal zones, and all this stuff. And also, our users will collaborate inputting some data on the app. So if there is something going around on the street, he could, for example, say that this is an unsafe place. Or if there is something, for example, a light that is broken and the place is too dark, You can also enter it that. So with all this data, we will build a database, a smart database, that will be used in our monetization. So actually, we have our end users using and feeding us this database, and we can sell all this data information, these behaviors of these users, the flows, and etc. to companies that are interested on this kind of solution.
So basically, my name is Philip. I'm going to introduce to you who will be our main users. A woman that frequently walk on the streets, woman that needs to work, that needs to study, and also tourists that might not know the city. It's very easy to find the direction from one point to another point, but it's very hard to find a safe road. Also, we estimate that we are gonna reach approximately 36 million women that walk daily on the street and are exposed to violence and all this kind of situation. Who are the customers? So the users will be a woman, but you're gonna gather a lot of data, you're gonna gather a lot of routine data and offer to insurance company, retail, state, private security and police makers as well. The value proposition will be based on foot traffic data, pedestrian behavior data, and also real-time geolocated data. We can do it with ways with drivers, but there is no such a solution that can gather all this data by pedestrians. If you see the market, nowadays, we see we have a lot of companies that can provide to you a call to action, like Weasel, Name It, Panic Button. Also, we have a company that can provide to you information about security, but it's hard to find all this data together in just one app. So this is the market how you see now in Brazil. So we have a few competitors like Move It, Beeline, and also Panic Button that is isolated with a call to action.
So how are we going to do that? Basically, we are going to enter the market in a specific neighborhood in São Paulo, right? So we will build a local community. So that's what the really value of our solution is. So basically, as a go-to-market strategy, we will launch in a specific neighborhood from São Paulo, and also engaging women to use it, right? And promoting it in social media campaign, in events. There are lots of events and also movements going on this team nowadays. So we have, for example, Vamos Juntas, which is a very, very hard movement going on, and with lots of powerful. We have also, for example, Mete a Colher, which is another kind of movement. And all this stuff that's going on, we will use it as a strategy to go to market and gain our main public end users. Oh yes, so basically when we are talking about early adopters, we are looking for disengaged women, right? So we are talking about feminists, people that are really care about this issue related to security and also empowerment. Our early majority and late majority would be the citizens, pedestrians in general, and that it's not only focused on women. So we are aiming this the go-to strategy as women, early adopters, these more engaged women, and then we go to the general population and also citizens that use the streets to walk daily basis.
My name is Adriana, and I'm going to present the cost structure. As we are a startup, we have a very simple cost structure. In terms of infrastructure, we are going to use cloud infrastructure, and this represents 22% of our costs per year. There are 2 developers that we are going to hire in order to create the solutions that we are going to provide. This is 70% of our costs. And the administrative costs that here we have third parties in terms of legal or accountability, and any other administrative costs represents 7%. So per year we're gonna have 200,000 reais per year, okay? And how we're gonna monetize this model? For B2C market, it's going to be free. In order to gather more and more information and to get more, the data as being more accuracy, we need to provide a free mobile app. And we are going to use the B2B market to monetize our software. There are three main revenue streams. There is an annual subscription that we are going to sell a web interface where some companies can have information about security, like Marina presented and Edu. And the transactional profit model based on API services. That's why we have a big database and we have an algorithm to provide security information. We are going to sell this kind of service using API. And a monthly subscription that we can have a commercial establishment use some spots to advertise their companies. There's a projection of revenues here, and in the first year we don't have so much revenue, and according to the deliverables that we have in our schedule, we are gonna increasing the revenue, and the fourth year we are in a positive way. Okay, so the annual subscription is gonna charge you 2,000 per year. Let's come back one. The transactional is R$1 per transaction, and the monthly subscription is 39 reais per month, per spot. Okay. And the last one. Where is our staging? We have 11 deliverables. First of all, we are focused on the B2C customers in order to provide the database and the app. And after that, we have the B2B deliverables that we're gonna reach all of these to the end of 2017. And the two last is the panic button, because we have to create a new flow with the police department. Now the flow is not available for this connection, and we are going to work till the end of 2018.
So yeah, now that we present CD Engine, the solution, we would be very happy to answer questions and also receive feedback from you guys. Thank you.
The signal Matt that we are over, I think. Okay. Just ask Matt if we can. Just
Matt?
we know.
Now take some questions from the audience, please.
Okay, will do. So thank you very much. It was pretty awesome, your presentation. I would like to tackle scale, critical mass. It's pretty visible that you are aiming only women, and I wonder why shouldn't you address men as well once you need a lot of mass, critical mass, the journey data, and then sell your product. So in the end of the day, men also feel unsafe in the streets. So why just women?
Thank you for the question. Actually, when we made a research with women and men, we could capture that women are more sensitive to the violence questions related to harassment on the streets, and they're the ones who are also more actually open as well to try different technical solutions to help them in this question. So the thing is, we're gonna start with them, we're gonna engage them, we're gonna gain mass with them, and then we will probably also have the participation of men as well.
Just to complement, when we validated, as Marina said, women showed more sensitive to this security issue. And also, they tend to be more, feel more secure when they are talking to another woman. And also when we ask ourselves, okay, if we have a man that could, like a bad man that could use the app in like an evil way, we avoid that. So basically when we are talking about a network of women that actually trust in each other, it gains force and it becomes more powerful. So that's why we just separate from men and just decided to focus on women. Is it clear?
I was wondering if there is no bad woman as well.
Yeah, that might be.
This is actually a good question. So that's why the Angel Network will be like a kind of membership. I mean, to have someone in this network must be invited by someone who is an angel. So it's not only I'm gonna download the app and then I'm gonna become an angel. You're gonna have like, you're gonna check all the women that will be like Uber do nowadays for drivers, and you can evaluate the other if he can be like a good angel or not.
First of all, congratulations. I like it very much the idea. I mean, how do you put it in the flow? My question is regards the hand pop, and mainly how can you engage people to use these? Because I understand that you are summing calls mainly because of women and empower women is a trend, of course. But what I would like to understand is how a woman, for example, will stop, or is it going to be a schedule, or there's going to be someone to go with them together, and how it's going to work actually, because I don't see anybody getting a cell phone and press the panic button because he feels like he's going to be robbed or something.
So as we have like 3 different solutions, let's talk about the first, the Angel Network. We are going to start in a specific region of São Paulo. So the idea is, okay, now it's 11 o'clock at night. I need to go like from the metro to my house. Let's see if I can match with another girl that can have the same role, can be from the same university, to do the same journey with me. That's one thing. The other thing is about the panic button. If I'm in a dangerous situation in a dark place and I just want to tell someone from my trustworthy network or my personal one, I will just push a button. Then my mother or someone from my connection will know that I'm in dangerous situations. You can have my geolocation and also can have the information where I am to start to track my mobile. So that's the idea. So they work differently, each solution in the app. So we just saw by our interviews that you can find this kind of solution separated, but they are not integrated. So what we did was integrated the solution and also drives the solution only for a woman.